Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am here today with my fall melting basket for Scentsy. So September is definitely the start of fall melting in my house. September here can be very hot still. It normally is pretty hot until like the end of the month, early October, but it starts to cool off a little bit. And September, October, November are my prime fall melting months, because right after Thanksgiving I get right into all of my Christmas wax. So I pulled a bunch of Scentsy bars that are fitting, in my opinion, for the fall from my collection in an effort to kind of curate a basket to warm throughout the next few months. So this should take me a couple of months to get through. This doesn't include the 10 new scents or any LTOs that come out in this time. I will be melting those as well, but just went through my collection and picked out what bars do I already have that would be fitting for the season that I would like to get through. So of course you'll see these in future empties videos over the season as I work through them. I will also do a vendor wax melting basket for the fall, so I will have that up shortly after this one. So to start, I pulled out 2 bricks from my collection because I don't use bricks that often and I need to be better about actually using my bricks. So I want to hold this one gently because this one's pretty juicy, but I have an old brick of Ghostly Greetings. I absolutely love this scent. I have a bar, I think, of it in here as well, which is kind of silly. I probably should put the bar back, but want to get through Ghostly Greetings. And then I have one of my bricks of Maraschino Sugar Cookie. This is the best cherry scent ever. This is sugar cookie dough, vanilla, maraschino, cherry. I love this scent. I'm so surprised this one hasn't come back. It is beautiful. Definitely one of my favorite cherry scents ever. And I just want to make an effort to use some of my bricks. So hoping to get through those 2 this season. And then for bars, I'm going to try not to spend too much time on any one, but I'll try to share kind of why I picked them. Obviously everything here is very fall themed. I have a little bit of coffee, a little bit of bakery, some spices, woodsy scents. That's kind of the theme for this basket. So first we have Sparkling Spiced Citrus. This is just a great kind of fruitier take on a fall scent. It kind of reminds me of like a Halloween party punch or something like that. One of my favorites, I think this is my last bar, Spiced Ember Glow. This is such a great scent. This is smoked apple, toasted vanilla, and cinnamon embers. Gorgeous. If you like a good smoky scent, this one isn't available at the moment, but it is so good. One of my fall favorites, Autumn Road Trip. This is like apple, pear, and oak, maybe. It reminds me of very crisp fall weather, like you're in a cabin in the woods. I have a scent memory with this. I took this on a vacation in the fall a couple of years back, and so it just reminds me of that crisp fall outdoors. Peaks and Pines, great tree scent. Love Scentsy's tree scents. From Father's Day collection this year, Vanilla Oak. This one was definitely my favorite of the bunch, which was surprising to me because I thought I would love Vanilla Oud the best, and I have Vanilla Oud in here somewhere as well, but I love the woodsiness of Vanilla Oak. From that same collection, Vanilla Bourbon. Definitely a great fall kind of open concept scent in my opinion. It's right here. Yeah, here it is. And then the third one, Vanilla Oud. This one is definitely the most like cologne-y to me. And I love this scent, but this one was light the first time I warmed it. So I'm hoping that after some cure time, now it's gotten a little bit stronger. From the Black Raspberry Vanilla Scentspirations collection, I have Black Raspberry Woods. Definitely a nice fruity, woodsy scent. Cranberry Spice. This has notes of cloves, ginger, and tart cranberry. This was in a BB&B Really love this one. Some of them I have notes for, some of them I don't. I probably will melt that one more in November towards Thanksgiving. Similar with Cranberry Garland. I just picked this one up from, I think, a clearance. Was it a flash sale? Or maybe this was in the clearance section recently. This summer was amazing for Scentsy updating their clearance section. Cozy Kitchen. Very nice kind of spicy bakery scent. For the bedroom, I pulled a bar of Very Vanilla. This is vanilla and tonka bean. Nice for the bedroom. Kind of changes up from kind of the pumpkin and the spices here. My one argument against that scent is that it's kind of light, but still think it's a pretty fragrance. Caramel praline cake, one of the best bakeries I think that Scentsy has ever done. This one and king cake I love so much. So looking forward to melting that in my open concept. One of my absolute favorite scents from Scentsy. I'm so happy I was able just to stock up on a flash sale for this bar, and that is the Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked. This has notes of blackberry, black plum, cherry, and spiced vanilla. To me, this one is very Tom Ford cherry smoke type of scent. It's a beautiful, perfumey bedroom fragrance, and this is a powerhouse and a very long-lasting scent. This is one of the few bars that I would have spent the $7 for, no problem. But luckily in that flash sale over the summer in July, I think I got 6 of them for like $2.80 a piece. So was very, very happy about that. Balsam Spice. This is tree, but with some like cinnamon baking spices. Really love that one. Very Good Pumpkin. I think this is left over from last year that I just never got around to warming. Mulled Cider and Spice. Definitely love a cider scent in the fall. An old Bring Back My Bar. That's one of my favorite kind of nostalgic Scentsy scents. Whipped Vanilla Pear. This one has notes of caramel glaze, baked pear, and whipped vanilla. Love this one. It's such a good pear scent. Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. Don't believe I've ever melted this one before. Not so sure how I feel on the pumpkin on that. We'll have to see. That one might have to get passed on. Scentsy's pumpkin, if it leans that squashy pumpkin, I can't do. Sweet Orange and Evergreen. This definitely could move into the winter as well, but this is Evergreen Orange and Cedar Wood. White Pumpkin and Driftwood. This is just a very classic, kind of more elevated pumpkin scent. Really, really pretty. Just reminds me of something a little bit more upscale. Beautiful for the open concept. Love that one a lot. One of my favorites. Luckily, I have quite the stockpile of fall feelin'. This reminds me a lot of Bath & Body Works Leaves. It is that kind of spicy fall leaves fragrance. Perfect for the changing of the seasons. A couple of just classic Scentsy bars for the fall. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. This is a pumpkin from Scentsy that I love. It is incredibly sweet, and the pumpkin is not that squashy pumpkin. Love that. And then Cider Mill. Just your classic apples and pumpkin scent. Very much reminiscent of like pumpkin apple from Bath & Body. The one coffee scent from Scentsy that I think they do really well and that I really enjoy is Breakfast Blend. It's just a classic coffee. I will definitely enjoy this on a Sunday. And then I put in also a bar of vanilla bean buttercream. This might be my only bar I have of it. I also have a brick of vanilla bean buttercream. I'm a big vanilla bean buttercream fan. I know that not everybody gets great performance from it, but it's always worked well for me. So I might melt this on its own. Or I like combining them, doing a cube and a cube, just to kind of add some more bakery notes to breakfast blend and kind of cut the coffee a little bit, even though I do really enjoy that coffee blend, but that's a good combination. Perfect pumpkin pear. I think I got some of these pumpkin bars in a bundle last year or something, like in a flash sale. Don't think I've ever warmed that. Spooky but sweet. Gingerbread pecan waffles. Believe this is one of our 10 new scents to the catalog last year. Yeah, that smells so good. I think that's the only bar I have of that. A classic bakery breakfast in bed. This is pastry bakery. It has some raspberry notes. Really, really beautiful bakery scent. Very popular, so hopefully you've tried that one. Here is the other bar of ghostly ingredients. I'm going to keep it in this basket for now, but that might be one that goes back. I definitely want to focus on using the brick. Another bedroom scent that I love, vanilla amber. This is a beautiful perfumey vanilla scent. Oh, so good. I definitely prefer vanilla amber over the very vanilla. Bring back my bar that came out about a year ago, maybe this was this past January, and I fell in love with it, and that is Orange Clove Pomander. This has notes of ginger, clove, and vanilla. Definitely is a bar that I feel like you have to warm to get the full experience of it. And I think in October and getting closer to the holidays, that will be perfect. Another kind of quintessential November scent for me is Candied Cranberry Pecan. I love this one. I've gone through many over the years. It's a very sweet cranberry pecan scent. Leaves and Lavender. One of my favorites that came out last year. I love Leaves. I can't say I get tons of lavender from it, but even if it's just leaves, I love that scent. So very excited to melt that again. Just doing this basket has gotten me so excited for fall and just to get warming these scents that have been kind of sitting for a while because, you know, I've been melting obviously very spring, summer forward scents. So kind of like reintroducing yourself to your old loves. Painted Leaves. Another one of my absolute favorites. I know that this is not a super popular bar, but I really like it. This has notes of blue spruce, red maple, and golden woods. There definitely is a mintiness to this. Eucalyptus or juniper and some sort, very fresh air. Beautiful, beautiful bar, and it is a powerhouse. That is a strong, strong Scentsy bar. Another fall feeling. Ode to Opulence. This was a bring back my bar recently. Apricot, blood orange, coconut milk, black currant, and spiced vanilla. Again, a very strong scent. I probably will melt this in the bedrooms, and a lot of times I will do a whole bar in a bedroom, but I think with a bar this intense, I would probably split it between the two rooms. Another breakfast in bed. Can't have enough of that. Spiced Pear. Oh, how I love this one. I wish it would come back. Beautiful for September. Definitely a great transitional scent. This is pear, plum, cider, and vanilla woods. Sandalwood Tangerine. I'm so sad to see this one go. This is my last bar of Sandalwood Tangerine, but it is just a beautiful kind of masculine cologne fragrance. Definitely will melt this in the bedrooms. It has notes of cedar, tangerine, and sandalwood. I wish this one would come back. It's just such a beautiful, warm, woodsy, kind of masculine cologne scent. And it frustrates me that they took that out of the catalog and then they put Desert Twilight in. Desert Twilight's a very nice bar, but they're very similar in scent profile, and I like Sandalwood Tangerine so much better. Another bedroom scent, Starburst Sky. So definitely not really fall related, but you know, I like to have things that kind of switch it up sometimes too. This is the like Ariana Grande Cloud Baccarat type of scent. Love that one. cinnamon pine cones. This is kind of a new love for me. At first, when I got this bar, it was a little bit too spicy for me on cold, but I think when you warm it, the spice really chills out a little bit. The pine cone comes out more. I felt that way also with balsam spice, that on cold it's very spicy, but on warm, you know, it still has spice to it, but on warm the spice kind of takes a little bit more of a back seat, which I really like. So love cinnamon pine cones. Another leaves scent that I love, cashmere leaves. So excited to melt this. This is falling leaves, apple, and cashmere spice. Wouldn't be fall without a little bit of sweet plum pastry. I think this bar Elizabeth sent to me. I love this scent. I can only melt them a couple times a year because it is a very strong fragrance, but it's just the tartest, juiciest like plum ever. Definitely a tart scent, great for a transitional fragrance into fall. No pastry at all though. Then hay rides. Actually, I should do these two together because they're very, very similar. So I've got hay rides and then I have golden garland. Very similar in scent profile. I love both of them. This is like fall leaves on a crisp fall day. And I mean, these are so similar. So hay rides has notes of hay, cedarwood, and apple, and I get very similar scent profile from the two of them. So even the colors, I mean, these are practically identical in my opinion. Love both of these bars. And then lastly, I have another cranberry spice. So that is my Scentsy fall melting basket. So hopefully I can get through all of those over the next 3 months and then get into winter melting. Very, very excited to enjoy the fall season for the cooler weather. I think it's gonna be a great couple of months. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I really appreciate you being here and taking the time to watch my videos. And yeah, I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.